WGBB Star Cluster.
Non-stop favorites in a WGBB Star Cluster. WGBB Star Cluster bonus.
4 songs in a row.
WGBB Star Clusters all night long.
Yes, indeed. The next WGBB Star Cluster, Diana Ross, and an oldie from 1970 on 1240 radio. It's 24 minutes before 5 o'clock, 4:36 at WGBB with Craig Monty. The Islanders...
WGBB Star Cluster.
In this WGBB Star Cluster, we will hear Remember Me, Sometimes When We Touch, and the Cocomotion.
Long Island News first on WGBB. Good morning. I'm Brian Dax. WGBB Weather.
Magic carpet now leaving on another WGBB News Cluster. 3 news stories without factual interruption. A WGBB news poll conducted by the Harris Polling Organization shows that most Long Islanders would rather hear disc jockey journalism than real factual news. Harris officials conducted the survey in several Long Island communities, including Les Street in Bayshore. The results were mind-boggling. 98% of those polled in Bayshore feel that hearing lines like President Jim Bob played Meet the Press today is more interesting than the newscaster telling them that President Carter today refused to go along with plans to make WGBB a 50,000-watt powerhouse. The poll also shows that bowl haircuts are coming back, as are chukka-boots.
WGBB News Cluster. No factual interruption.
For those of you that are wondering what's happened to the WGBB that you all remember and love so well, the results of the latest Arbitron ratings have been released for Long Island radio stations, and the results may tell more about why WGBB changed formats and installed strings from York to Merrick to keep us all in line. The ratings show that even Mrs. Zilly has stopped listening, cited as the biggest complaint by ex-listeners, the damned little kid that tells the time, and the fact that the tone comes up anywhere between 6 minutes of and 8 3/4 minutes past the hour. WGBB officials say they're still optimistic about the new format.
WGBB News Cluster. No factual interruption.
A bizarre accident in Amityville today ended in death for 3 men riding a camel along Route 110. According to police, the 3 men were riding south on Route 110 when a donkey went out of control and slammed into the camel. The driver of the donkey, Stanley Harwood, has been charged with driving an unlicensed ass, as well as being an ass for backing Erwin Landis.
WGBB Auto Accident Bonus. 4 deaths in a row.
A 3-year-old Merrick Tart died today after he bit the wires leading to the lights on the family Christmas tree while riding in the family car. There are reports, as yet unconfirmed, that because of this tragic accident, there's an opening at a local radio station for a kid that can tell the time.
Here it comes, another WGBB News Classic.
Francisco Franco, Jim Croce, Groucho Marx, Jack Benny, and Bing Crosby are all still dead, and this word just in, Bobby Darin also still dead after more than 13 months trapped in a Westchester County grave.
WGBB News Clusters, all day long.
In our next news cluster, we'll feature 3 deaths, 4 fires, and 2 features on kidney transplants.